Hey, good morning everybody. I'm not too close to the camera. This is Gpa Jack here, going for a putt. Send out my love to my family, my friends. You gotta do that. You gotta. And let's go get a cup of coffee and I'll give you a little introduction. Today we're going to be taking our lovely 2005 Electroglide. And I say our because my lovely wife is part of this team and a big part of how we came to get this bike brand new down in Santa Cruz. At the same time we got it, our longtime friend bought his. It's kind of a team effort. And this bike has been pretty amazing, I gotta say. I've had a bunch of bikes over the years, and every bike's got its weaknesses and it's got its strengths and thrills. This one, crazy as it sounds, this one kind of provides most everything. And I do have a couple other bikes. And they're pretty special too. Each bike brings something to the table that's different. That's why I'm lucky to have a few different bikes to take care of and ride. All right, let's shut this garage door. It's the day after 4th of July. About 8:15 in the morning, something like that. And it is going to be another warm one today. Let's get out there. I'll show you where I get a nice cup of coffee. Kind of a pretty place. So let me fire it up and we'll get going down the road. My little dude, co-pilot for today. He given to me by a granddaughter. He rides with me and us. My wife's been riding with me for quite a few years, probably 50 something, crazy as it sounds. But yeah, we enjoy being out there. And it doesn't have to be a long ride. It doesn't have to be one of our favorites where we run up to Tahoe or Reno. Although that is a special ride, and the aromatherapy of the mountains. I don't know. There's something about being up in the mountains. It's just I think it's good medicine for the brain. But it doesn't have to be a ride like that. It's funny. I can ride around the neighborhood, maybe go out to Home Depot or somewhere, get something and come back. But the ride is still special. I mean, after all these years, I've been riding for around 50 something years. Started out on bicycles. I think that's the gateway the gateway to motorcycling, because I fell in love with bicycles. We lived back east. And I remember my older sister had this big, heavy-duty girls' bike, Schwinn step-through. I mean, it was big. Well, for me, I was kind of, just growing up. But my first ride on that, couldn't sit on the seat. My legs weren't long enough. But that ride down that gravel driveway to the backyard, I mean, here I'm talking about it, and I'm way over 50 years old, and I can still feel the little bit of a thrill I had when I took that first ride. And that's no kidding. It's funny how that can get into your brain, into your body. And I always tell people it's in your DNA. If you rode before, even if you haven't ridden for years, it's in your DNA. So anyway, I'm just sitting here warming up. My little guy's jiggling around like crazy. He's saying, "Come on, let's go." So let's head on out, get on the road, and go have a cup of coffee. Ugh. Going down our lovely theme park driveway, it feels like. We're pretty used to it by now. Should be. We've been here about 30-something years. All right, we got a guy sitting here with his flashers on. I'm not sure what's up. All right, I'm going to try to get around him carefully. This bike's a little bit louder than our silver Cowie. Like I said, each bike's got its own unique personality. And I love them all, I'll tell you. And I don't care what brand. Something about riding on two wheels. Crazy. And I thought about the three wheels so that my wife could operate them, and you never know, that might be in our future also. I guess wind in the face shield is a big draw too. Anyway, I'm Gpa Jack is what the different grandkids call me, and I love it. And I've been watching different YouTube videos of people, giving reviews on motorcycles and giving their thoughts and stuff like that. And I've enjoyed them. I still enjoy them. And I was thinking, it looks like something fun to do, incorporate it into my riding. But I don't want it to just be a travel log type channel. If I'm going to have this channel for any length of time. What I'd like to do is I'd like to take what I've accumulated in my riding experiences over the last 50 plus years, and maybe my own opinion on all these things, are just my opinion. I'd like to share what I think could be important to newer riders and to people who've been riding for maybe a long time but haven't really thought about certain things. I was a rider coach for the Motorcycle Safety Foundation for somewhere around a year. I taught the classroom, and then I taught the range. And I was really happy to do that, because it felt like I was giving a gift to people. And we'd have a packed classroom every week, and a lot of times it was parents and their kids, mother-daughter, mother-son, father-daughter, father-son. And these are people who had never touched a motorcycle. They always had the dream and the curiosity to see what this experience was like. And they were wise enough to sign up for this motorcycle safety class. And there they were, sitting in my classroom, and we'd go through the book and the basic rider's course. It's what it is. It's a basic rider's course. It's not going to make you into a professional racer or anything close. It's going to give you solid basics and safety tips and things to consider for your own survival and for your own enjoyment. Look at this bucket tee. Oh man, that is too cool. That is too cool for school. Man, looking good, buddy. Hey, you have a great day too.
Crazy drivers.
Always. I know. All right, take care. Oh, is that wicked cool or what? All right, I'm going to get on a highway. I am going to get on the same highway. What I love about this highway Interstate 80, even though it's in my neighborhood, sorry, I'm definitely checking my lanes, getting my speed proper. Not in any hurry to get way over, even though I am going to go over to the diamond lane. But it pays to just really take in what's going on out here and be as careful as you can. Now this might be too much ambient road noise. We'll have to see when I get back. This windshield is not adjustable. What do we got for gas? Okay, I got gas. But anyway, it's beautiful out here. It's nice and cool. And we're rolling along. So anyway, what I'd like to have is, you know, a few videos going on, giving some basic thoughts about riding. And I do love riding. I try to get out there as much as I can. And I don't know if you can see my rearview mirror. I was in a high occupancy lane, and there are people that want to get by. Now I could just hang out there, and you know, if they want to go faster, they can go around. But I'm out for an easy ride. There's no sense, if I can just move over a little bit, let them go by. Now what I used to teach in my class, motorcycle safety class, was that if you're on the highway anywhere, I mean road, highway, whatever, and somebody's like tailgating you, trying to get you to go faster, there could be a number of reasons that that person is doing that. And it could be, and it sounds crazy, it could be they have a little cooler next to them on the seat, and there's oh, that guy's got some exhaust, huh? Listen to that beautiful exhaust. Whoa. But anyway, the thing is, somebody following you that close might have a real emergency. They might be headed to the hospital, their kids in the hospital, their wife's having a baby. You never know. And so they may have a full-on 100% emergency. Okay? It could be just somebody who is living out their NASCAR fantasy on the freeway, and you're just in their way. And they figure, hey, I'm bigger than you, and you're going to move. That's always a possibility too. And probably the last one I got is, there's some people who drive might get a little jealous that, especially in heavy traffic, when in California we can just filter through, lane split they call it. People get jealous. People are people. And jealousy is sometimes a trait that pops out on some people, and they take it out, maybe trying to block your progress, or something dangerously stupid like that. So anyway, my main point is, hey, just move over, let them go. It's definitely, there's no value in trying to argue about it on your vehicle. Let them go by, and more power to them, and I hope they get where they're going safely. Anyway, we were on this bridge the other day. I do kind of love it. It lets me work on my cornering skills. All right, one thing I'd like to mention is, before we set out this morning, was I came down earlier. I might have had my cup of coffee, but I get down, get the air gauge, check the air pressure in your tires, and yeah, they might have been good yesterday. It might have been fine, but what you may not realize is you might have picked up a nail or anything that could pierce the rubber, and it could be a very slow leak, and you wouldn't even know it till you get down the road, and all of a sudden, hey, something feels a little funny. The back end of my bike is getting a little squirrely, or the front end of my bike is getting heavy to steer and kind of crazy. You don't want that. You don't want that. It's a pain in the butt, but it's a survival necessary pain in the butt. And I do it religiously. And not just on the bikes. I tell friends who come over and drive up from different places, I've impressed upon them to check the air in your tires on your car too. The low air pressure in any tire, especially with these hot days, can have make the heat build up in your tires even greater, as far as I know. And you could have a failure at some point if the tire gets hot enough and squirmy enough, and you don't want that to happen. You're out here to have a good time, have a nice ride, and that's what you want. You want to be seen out here. Oh yeah, that's another safety thing I'd like to address right now. As a rider, you do have a superpower. Now that superpower, unless you know it already, you have the power of invisibility. Yes, I said it. Invisibility. Unfortunately, it's not a superpower you can turn on and off when you're on the bike. It's on all the time. You have to consider yourself invisible out here. Yeah, every now and then somebody will wave at you and acknowledge you. But that's not too often. Assuming that you're invisible is going to make you keenly aware that at any given time somebody may accidentally pull out in front of you. So, you're just looking, like right now. I'm looking, see how close the car is behind me, which I don't even see one. It must be an invisible car. But, now, that's one of those things in life. Even when you're walking down the street, just be aware of your surroundings. You don't want to get caught by surprise. But riding a motorcycle must be pretty fun because of all these things we have to actually do to stay alive. We still do it. I mean, we still do it. I mean, really. This is like the coolest bicycle if you're a kid. I guess it's that fun thing that keeps me going on these. Okay, intersection, just like this one. Even though I wasn't the first one out there, quickly. I could have just pulled right out like, I got the green, I'm going right now. Really, give it a little bit, because that person running the yellow is going to be in a big hurry, and there might be somebody in a big medical emergency. I got to think like that. I don't want to think that people are just rude and crazy. So anyway, somebody's going to run a yellow, guaranteed. And if you pull out there too quick, you're going to get nailed. You really will. And yeah, you don't want to do that. Now the car about to turn left. I kept my eyes on that car just a little bit longer. I'm watching the wheels of that car. There are times when somebody turned left like that, their mental calculation of how fast you're going and how fast they think they can get through that intersection first, or that turn, might be off a little bit. And they might, so if that wheel starts moving even the slightest while they're sitting there, if he starts creeping towards you, beware. All right, I'm going to get a little gasoline here before we get a cup of coffee. All right, today we're talking about, I'm talking to you. Sorry that you're not part of the conversation right now, but we're in wine country up this way. We're just outside of Fairfield, California, Sassoon Valley. Larry's Produce right here, open from June till December. Oh, the best produce ever. The best, great prices, nice people, really good stuff. Anyway, is this a beautiful ride or what? Check this road out. I mean, it's so easy to just take all this for granted, but holy moly, I'm a lucky dude. I mean, look up at the hills. Oops, don't look too long. I gotta watch with the road. But what a beautiful day. Yeah, this is beautiful country out here. Okay, that's I see cars over there. That's Village 360, and that's the venue next to a winery called Gpa Sassoon. See, Gpa Sassoon. And this is my default. Buzz Coffee Bar. That's what it's called. Buzz Coffee Bar. Weddings go on here. Charity events for a local school, elementary school, happens here. It's a beautiful place. So it's something, something to learn. And the more self-sufficient you are, the better the experience will be, and the less stress you'll have going down the road thinking about what if. Because in more cases, as your experience gets on, as you get older and get more miles under your belt and more experiences, you'll find out that you can deal with this and that. And really, it's not just about dealing with your own problem. What the beautiful thing about it is, you'll be able to help people on the side of the road. if you see somebody on the side of the road and they're waving like they need help, and their motorcycle sitting there looking sad, you know, if you feel safe enough to do it, and if you can get out of traffic and all that, you know, maybe you could stop and just see what's going on, and maybe at the very least you could make a phone call to a tow company for them or something like that. Anyway, so having skills is good for yourself, and it's good to share with others. All right, I'm going to ride back to the garage. We're about 30, 40 miles out, and I'm going to let everything I've said so far, for what it's worth, let it percolate in your brain. We'll catch you later, and have a great day.